Evening, Mr. Alex.
Uh,
Yeah,
uh, good,
evening, sir.
good evening, Mr. Matthew. Standard.
Moga,
Mr.
Mis- Mr. Alex of ṣé web for pẹ̀lú òfin ṣe web super team.
I dey answer you, my oga.
Yeah, you know,
Alex
not, some of
Ibuku.
us are very gentle. We don't stress, we just do our thing low key. But you my boss here. Anything wey I do, you must seek your clarification first. Ṣé kí n kọ́ sókè àbí kí n kọ́ sí àbí kí n ṣe kúrò?
I left the conversation.
Yeah. Ọ̀gá, you still dey here o. Ẹ ti kúrò níbí o.
All right, so we are with you. So immediately start, just let us know so that we will know. Let me bring you on with my system here.
Oh, okay. And I'm expecting others to join too. Fully, I'm expecting so that we can start fully. Mr. Alex, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ní sá o. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ Yorùbá gan báyìí?
Ẹnu àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, kí ló fi mí pè?
That's fine, sir. So I'm trying to see, like, I hope others will join you as soon as possible. And even if they don't join you, I'm also one of your students. So whatever it is that you teach here too is something that I can learn from. And thank God that it's going to be recorded. Molly check later now so that we'll be able to pick one or two things from there. So I'm waiting for others to join you. Hopefully, I hope others will, like, many people will join the call. So let's just wait till like 6:10 and see if we have more people join the call. Then by then you can start so that we won't take much time, no, and least spend the time that we intend to spend here. So by 6:10 we'll start formally, sir. So like I said initially, when it is 6:10 we are going to start. And the thing is that we might, I think it happened the last time too that we had this something similar, something like a conversation like this last month. That was around this period. So I actually streamed it on YouTube too, and I saw that I think majority of people that joined then actually joined through YouTube. So we may not have much participants on Google Meet. That doesn't mean that maybe some people are not following us on YouTube and so I think we had up to like 31 views or something like that for the last participant. So what I'm just trying to provide an alternative is that ordinarily it is meant to be that everybody should join through Google Meet, but I've noticed over time that some people might even join with their companion mode that they may not be able to hear whatever it is that we are saying. And most times, more people don't know that, okay, Google Meet is different from Zoom and stuff like that. So that's why I felt like even if you're unable to join through Google Meet, there should be an alternative for you. And I mean, that's the YouTube. So that's why I tend to promote more of YouTube than the Google Meet aspect. And so that they can also be able to adjust it to their data, maybe their data plan also. They can reduce the quality to 144 pixel and other stuff like that. So once it is 6:10, I think call me Alex is going to be the one to is going to be the first person to open the floor. And like I said, even if others are going to join us through Google Meet, or probably I don't know, I may not be able to see the number of viewers on YouTube at the moment. So I'm also a student here, and whatever it is, even if it's just me to that I'm here, although I know people will join, but even if it's just me that is, I can, take down some things and learn one or two to at least, or not really. Only part organize the class, as per your student and train another student. So I'm just trying to say that whatever it is, we'll start as soon as it is 6:10 p.m. and so that we can
No
keep the time.
problem.
All right. Thank you very much. You see? Yeah, Mr. Alex. Come here, Alex. I hope you are here, sir.
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay, okay. I meant call me Alex. I didn't.
Okay, I'm here too.
So we can start. I think we can start really now. I've shared the YouTube link across some of our pages, so probably people would have joined and be looking forward to what you are going to see. So you can start, sir. Okay, I think maybe I'll just do a formal introduction from my own end before we start fully. So, just like I mentioned in the letters I sent across to you, our esteemed speakers, I actually stated that this would I say brief conversation also, because if we are going to ordinarily, if we are going to have a formal training or maybe something like a skill training workshop for student or even our youth, whatever it is that we want to train them, we cannot teach them within 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours. So, like I said, this is just more or less like an eye-opening conversation on what some students can do, even away from student as a youth and maybe someone that is trying to find his feet in the society or so. What you can do away from all these frauds and all other illegalities that you can try to tap online, and even away from the usual tap, tap, tap. So I think that's the most common thing that I do hear from my people here. Like I want to say, I think they are basically specialized in all this tapping, tapping. Though I know some get their rewards maybe after a month or just about like that. But I just feel like there are some other things that people can explore through the internet and as part of the evolving tech world. So, and thankfully, I've been able to bring together people with different skill sets. Mr. Alex is into Web3, and I think I don't know because me in particular, like I said, I'm also a student here today because most of the things you do I really do not have much idea about it, and it's something that I can also benefit from personally. So I think Mr. Alex is into Web3 and all this. Is it so flare or I don't know that pronunciation also. So and then Mr. Standard too, you're also a product manager at three, I think at three up or thereabout. So I think I can also learn from that particular aspect. And the other guy is also my colleague here, he's also a 300 level student like I am. We are almost in the same we're almost studying the same course. Okay, I think he's going to join now. So I studied the same course and he's also into forex too as well. So although I think I can it's something on the here on code, about me. There are different aspects that we can delve into as a student, and you can't tell the particular one whereby you are going to hit the jackpot or how do I best put it. So there can be a particular one whereby you get to make of your moves and make most of your money. So that's why I'm bringing this together to pull up ideas and hopefully if more participants join. And like I said, they may not join directly through Google Meet, maybe through YouTube in particular. So I hope everybody that joins today is able to pick one or two things and there are particular aspect that they are kind of interested in. Maybe they will be able to find a specific need today. So I hope we are going to have a productive conversation in the next let me see in less than 3 hours time. So Mr. Alex, you have the floor, sir. You can hope I'm very audible. You can proceed with your own presentation, sir. Thank you.
All right, you are audible, like you're audible. But give me a second. I want to like rearrange one or two things. Yeah,
Oh,
Jem
okay.
Jem, Amazon, Jem Mati.
I actually don't know if they understand that time, sir, but I hope they get
GM,
it.
Mr. Alex, GM.
So, Mr. Musa, I don't call you GM, Mr. K, you're welcome. So, actually, like I said, we had some conversations throughout now. The laundry team may have been concerned, but all the same, I said some people might not join directly through Google Meet because that was the way it occurred in our the last call that we had last month. So we may not really have much participants here on Google Meet, although I feel like we should be up to like 10, at least a minimum of 10. So most people might join directly through YouTube because I feel that's more easily accessible than Google Meet. Some people might be having issues joining through companion mode and in terms of the network stability and stuff like that. So that's why I often tend to provide an alternative in terms of YouTube. And like I said too, I'm also a student here. I'm also a student to everybody here that is going to present you. I can tap from every of your knowledge and it doesn't necessarily have to be about the numbers. It's about the value that we are going to derive from here. So welcome once again, Mr. GMK, Mr. K, you're welcome. So Mr. Alexa, you can proceed.
All right, Jem, please confirm if I'm audible.
You're audible, sir. You're audible.
All right, thanks, Jem, everyone, and I hope everybody had a great week. So, thank you, Mr. President. It is really a honor to to be part of your session, like to say one or two things about Web3, your session. And please, hope you did not mind me on my camera. I've been attending one or two things, and most of them are always
It's
on the
fine,
camera.
it's
I don't want
fine.
to exactly so that I can see my brown teeth now. See, she's
Yeah, sure.
all right. So let me just go straight to the stuff. So I'll be sharing my screen. Please confirm if you can see my screen. All right. Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen. So I've pinned it. I've pinned it on the conversation we're having. So I think I've pinned it here now. I can see it.
All right. Thank you. So my name is Onyeka Otechukwu. But in Web3, I'm known as Call Me Alex, like Call Me Alex. Very simple and straightforward and very friendly name. So I'll be talking about Web3 and the Solana blockchain, super team, opportunities for earning, and anything that includes you using your skills to gain one or two things in the ecosystem. So it's not just like you are just a graphic designer and you're just working in just Web2 alone. You can also pivot to Web3. But before we go to that, like in depth, we need to know what Web1, Web2, and Web3 is all about. So I'll be starting with this particular page, like explaining what Web1 is. So Web1, I believe we all understand that Web1, how like put it, all this Web1, Web2, Web3, they are known as evolution of internet, like the evolution of how internet involved, right? From just like when they say we were once ape and somehow we became human, like that's the story, like shit. So the involvement, the evolution in mankind, that kind of stuff. But this one we are talking about the internet when it comes to internet. So in Web1 is this era where the only thing we can do is to read. Your opinion, your suggestion, your addition is only going to be like with you and your community. Example is when we used to read newspaper, when our forefather used to read newspaper, they'd be like, yeah, Onyeka, go and buy me newspaper from so person. So you buy the newspaper and give it to your dad, and your dad start reading. Like when they read, and they be like, no, this Baba not supposed to do like this. This guy not supposed to do like this. The contribution and their own observation is only limited to them. There's no way they can actually pass their reply, their concern to other people. So like that's the era of Web1 when it comes to this social media and other stuff. And when it comes to banking era also in Web1, Web1 is known as uh, Web1 is known as when we're using Colo. Yeah, you put your money inside your Colo and you put it beside your bed. Like that's the most secured way then. Or probably you buried it in the floor or something like that. Please, if I'm not audible, you can just give me a thumbs up so that I can know I'm flowing with people. So those are like the Web1 era where you read paper. Like it's just a video link. There's no other thing that you can actually. There's no reaction. There's no. Unlike now that I can say, oh yeah, everybody drop reaction, drop a thumbs up. That you drop a thumbs up. It's not read only again. Yeah, we pass that side. So and that comes to Web2. Some people start talking about it and be like, what can we do? So that was when Web2 came in. Web2 is the era where we start having Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and etc. etc. Like in form of, in Facebook now, if you make a content, definitely somebody is going to comment. It's not. We are past the stage of read only. We are now in the stage of read and comment, read and write, read and interact. So once somebody posts a particular thing like this, you have the opportunity to be like, yeah, this information is not right, or you contribute your own quota you contribute your own quota to the discussion that okay, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, something like that. Like the Web2 bring the author and the reader, like give them the kind of platform where they can actually interact and see what is what and what is not what. So apart from this, all these blog, all these social medias and all those stuff, Web2 also brings in the centralization of our UBA bank, our all these banks and all those stuff like decentralized they are all centralized. So all these Web2 brings all these ones along, where somebody is actually the orga, including your Facebook, including Facebook and all those stuff. So they are all centralized. There's no way you have somebody that has advantage that will not have disadvantage. No, this is life. So Web2 brings all this centralized tech also, which Google, Amazon, Apple, they started dominating and one or two things. And the disadvantage is that they collaborate, they bring you and your writer, or you and your seller, or you and your potential client, or anyone. They bring you guys together to form the bond between two people. Unlike Web1, that the writer will write and the reader will read. There's no communication between them, just the message that the writer is passing. But now in Web2, the writer will write, the reader will read, and they will comment and have a kind of discussion, just like when you post a picture on Facebook, and people be like, yeah, how are you? Something like that. You guys communicate. Sorry. Oh, so, thank you. We are in Nigeria now. So the situation will bring the writer, currently now, the Web2 is going to bring the writer and the reader together in a form of forming a bond among them, so that at the end of the day, they get to exchange values, they get to change a lot of things that they cannot exchange in a Web1. And when it comes to the banking system also, you get to fix your fund somewhere that it's more safer than you having it at home. Though everything has their clauses now, but you get to save it in a bank in charge of somebody. Okay, at least this person is looking over my money. That's it's more secure than having it at home. If they rob you at home and they carry your colo, life savings don't go. But now in bank, before they run bank now, it's not like ovens like that. So it's more secure there. So from that one, we move to the Web theory. We move to the Web3. So Web3 is the current evolution that we are now. Some people are saying there's still Web4, Web5, Web6, but currently now, even the Web3 said we are not all there yet. So I think when they were calculating the percentage of people in Web3, we are still having 5% of the whole world population in Web3. So Web3 is not, it's not like we're in the middle yet. We are just moving into Web3. All of us, everybody is still just in process. So what Web3 brings is control, your own, Web3 brings all this ownership, this thing. Web3 brings this ownership that yeah, you own this content, you have the 100% over this content. Unlike Web2, when you make a post on Twitter or so, yeah, it's your content, but somehow is a long story. They can manipulate it for you, a lot of things goes on the internet. They can manipulate it for you or something like that. But in Web3, you post the content is your own content. And in Web3 gives you this decentralized as a core principle, power by blockchain and shifting power from large corporation to individual. So in Web3, we have, in Web2, we made mention of Facebook, Instagram, and etc. like that. But in Web3, we also have social media platform. In Web2, if you create an account, Facebook might be like, yeah, you guys, you this guy, you're doing too much, block your account. But in Web3, there's something like that, because there's no one body that is governing the whole system. Like in Web2, what's the guy? This Facebook, what's this guy's Mark? Mark can be like, yeah, Mark is in charge of all these things, and they can be like, he has a board, and they can be like, this particular account is, is doing too much or something like that. They might ban your, or suspend your account, or like Twitter. Yeah, all of us, most of us have experienced Twitter suspending our account. So they can be like, yeah, yeah, doing one or two things that is not supposed, or come on for this platform. But in Web3, there's nothing like that because you have the 100%, like 100% guarantee over your account. The only thing that can make you lose your account, just like when I lost my account, my one of my Web3 account, then because I lost the seed phrase. I believe everybody knows what seed phrase is called about. Is just give me a thumbs up if you know what seed phrase is. We have for is anybody here with me? Okay, thank you. So if you lose your seed phrase, then you are done for that day. Like you are done for that account because you cannot retrieve it. Unlike Facebook and all those stuff that you still do, one or two forget password, or reach out to Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, are you there? I'm not audible. Please, you can drop it a message. We'll probably check message. Where are they check message? Yes. Okay. So when it comes to Web3 brings all this. Okay. So Web3 brings all this ownership that you are 100%, you are 100% in control of all your data. Unlike Web3 also, Web3, at the end of the day, when you register your Facebook, at the end, Twitter, etc., they collect your data, they collect your date of birth, full name, mother's middle name, like etc., like lot of those data like that. They collect all those data and be like, yeah, they sell it to other people that need this data. But in Web3, you can decide that okay, the brand or the company that you're working for should not sell your data, and you can also give them the go ahead that they should sell the data, kind of. So that's it about Web1, Web2, Web3. I don't know if anybody have any question around there before we move on to the next.
No, sir, you can proceed, sir. You can continue.
Okay. So, sorry, I like this thing now. I don't know where I can. Who send me message? Okay. I've seen it. So yeah, this is the what is this thing? Yeah, this is the difference between Web 2 and Web 3. Yeah, we can see that centralized. Web 2 is centralized, controlled by Web 2 is centralized, controlled by large corporation. When it comes to like Facebook now, Facebook has board of directors, people that are in charge of one or two things. So Web2 has all this board of directors and people that are in charge of all these things, all this data and all this. So they control, they decide on what to do on this particular platform. But in Web3, you that have the smallest account and the smallest follower, you are part of the community that will decide that okay, this is what we want this platform to do for us, and this is what we want this platform to stop doing. In Web2, the data are monetized and owned by the platform. like Facebook can decide to sell your data to any company they wish. Since you wanted to create and they ask you that the what's it called, terms and condition. If you read the terms and condition very well, you see that you already mark that they should do anything they want to do with the data. And so, but in Web3, your data is owned by you, and you can decide not to sell. You can decide if the platform to sell also. In Web2, it relies on intermediaries like trusting Facebook and all of them. They are actually connected to like Google, connected to like all this Wikipedia and also to secure your data. But in Web3, it is built on blockchain. So all this the blockchain is different from the centralized. So in monetization, apart from you, okay, let's use YouTube as an example. You pay for subscription, right? Yes. And also, before you can even get money from YouTube, there are certain levels that you used to, like certain checkmark you need to check before they can start paying you. Unlike Twitter, most of us are using Twitter with blue tick. But yes, we are not yet being paid because it's centralized and it has like there are stages to everything. But in Web3, as long as you create the accounts and you don't need you don't need to be like, yeah, they're not like you need certain numbers of followers before you start making blah blah blah. Currently, we have InfoFi. InfoFi is just like make a tweet on Twitter, blah blah blah, something like that. And we have Fakasta. Fakasta is Fakasta is a Web3 platform built on Base and Solana. So if you make a post, people engage with you, and you engage with people. Like when you make a post, and people interact with your post every weekend. I think it's every weekend or 2 weeks. They depending on the engagement that you have. Depending on the engagement you have, you are going to be paid. Like paid. People are getting paid with 0.5 Ethereum. That's like one Ethereum is around 3.8 or so. So if you imagine being paid 0.3, 0.5 Ethereum just for using the platform. So those are the difference between Web2 and Web3. There are lots more, but we should just get started with this. What is blockchain? So we'll be talking about Web1, Web2, Web3, and before we even talk about Web3, it is blockchain that brought up all this Web3. Blockchain is the father for the foundation of Web3. So without knowing what Web3 is, blockchain is, you can't understand Web3. And understanding Web3 without blockchain also is still like not knowing the 100% of everything. So blockchain is a decentralized, is a synchronized and continuous recursive database spread across multiple computers, not I'll explain that. In a network, no single entity control it. So when it comes to blockchain, let us use a little let's do like a small scenario around it. Let's assume block and chains. Normal block of the block that we used to build house and chain. So let's assume all this block now. Instead of building a house, you arrange the blocks on the floor. They are not connected; they are block. So now let us assume now you put chain on top, like you connect all of them together, one way or the other, with maybe rope or something, like in a decentralized, in not the normal block. Like let us assume like that's the miniature having a block and a chain. But when it now comes to like blockchain, when you want to understand blockchain, let's say a block is like this. When you store information, it's going to save on it permanently. Like after the first transaction done on blockchain, you can still check it like now. So it's not like maybe after certain years or something like that, it will delete. It's not like a cloud or something that can be like you can tamper with. Blockchain is very, very like it's very, very decentralized. That you cannot change dates, you cannot change anything. It was when you did that stuff, that's the particular time that the blockchain is going to save it. That okay, on this particular day, this time, this transaction was made, and there's no how you want to edit it. There's no how you want to change it. So these blockchains, they are like over, like they are over the earth as we are speaking now. Like we have it all over the earth. So a particular block might spoil if during the period that the government were saying they want to stop blockchain, that maybe it's against one or two things and they want to eradicate it so that we can focus on our web 2 and be doing one or two things on the go. So they started visiting. Okay, I said I wanted to talk about nodes. Nodes are where these days, I mean, I believe that most of us are mining Pi. If you are not mining Pi, I don't know. Like most of us mine Pi.
No, in mine
My
now.
president wants to suck.
I don't mind pies. I don't. I don't do that. I don't know about pies and stuff.
Okay,
I actually don't do that. I don't know about it that very much. I really don't know much about.
okay. The Pi is the new model of nodes. So the main node go. I don't know if anybody has solar in their house. So the way solar used to make sound, that the sound is even lesser. Like any place that this node are built on, they used to have shortage of electricity. It's use lights to maintain, like huge lights to maintain the node. So the node are distributed like a lot of people. If you have a node, definitely you are going to be mining Bitcoin. So it's just like you are mining Bitcoin, and at the same time you are making the network more decentralized, because the more nodes, the more faster the network is going to be, and the more like the nodes are getting more, the more hard is it for people to be like they want to cancel, they want to ban it and blah blah blah, like a lot of story like that. So these nodes, they are built in different places. So if you cancel one today, like we have like millions again that is still working. And because you cancel one does not mean that one information will be lost. Because the chains between all these things are like they connect everything together, that the information that is saving in this particular in this node A, is saving at that particular time also in node C, node Z, and node letter A, like so on. So there's not like they want to cancel one and it will affect the rest. And the more the day go, the more nodes are being created. That, okay, yeah, somebody is interested again, consume money there to start mining BTC, and he or she is added to the node. So the the process of the meaning of blockchain is having different blocks that are joined together, that they have all these what's it called? They have all these things combined together, all the information stored together, so that in case if one is having issue, others will be like others are going to be taking over, like with the same information. No information is losing, no information is added, no one in way or one sneaky thing happening in the blockchain. So blockchain is just a decentralized platform where all information cannot be tampered with. Anything that is saved on blockchain is permanently unchanged. It's permanently an unchanged history. Like you cannot change it. It's just here permanently. If me and you have a transaction now, and blockchain is being used in all sectors, like any sector that you can actually think about in this life, including agri, real estate, selling sugar. So you can use blockchain if you are at that advanced now. You can use blockchain to keep your records instead of having records on paper and having a long, or having issue with what's it called? iCloud that okay, you want to save something, the iCloud is telling you that it's full, something like that. Blockchain is there for you. You just save as much as possible that you want to save. There's no there's nothing like your space is full or something like that. So blockchain is used in any particular place, anywhere you can find yourself. And when it comes to blockchain, also we have different type of blockchain, which we know that BTC is the father of all blockchain. Then we have Solana, Ethereum, Solana, Tron blockchain, Ton blockchain. My president, did you do this tap era now? This not I mean, you not do that one too.
Dude, they told me about it, though, but I said I was not interested. Actually, I think it was during this. Is it Mortal Kombat? I can't remember when
It's
that
not
came my hand. I
Amstar,
think okay, I think what do you call it?
Amstar.
Yeah, I think I'm Star Combat or something like that. This was this time last year, to around September, October or so like that. So I think they mentioned it then, and but I hardly partake in all this stuff thing because I feel it is more or less like waste of time to me. Or most of it, sha, like majority of it does not always turn out that very much. So that's why I do not bother in participating in it. I'm not a fan like that shot.
You can say that you are not a fan and you feel like it's a waste of time to you. But most of us that see one or two things there, we cannot say it's a waste of time. Though it's not everything that used to cook. Sha. So, like what I was explaining the other time about blockchain, this is it. Transaction, a new transaction, of course, sending crypto, creating NFT, like it's all is saved there. Blockchain creation, like network broadcasting, verification process, chain addition, and immutable record. Like all these things, they are jam-packed and everything is on blockchain. It cannot be tampered with. You cannot change it. It was recently I know that in banks, if you have issue, you can actually go meet up with your manager, be like, I did one transaction 24 years ago, I mean 5 years ago. I want to edit it to blah blah blah, something like it's kind of possible depending on kind of connection you have. But on blockchain, okay, like this is how we'll be looking at everything. Plain blue and black. There's nothing that can be changed. So when we talk about blockchain, actually I'll be talking about Solana blockchain. So Solana blockchain is one of the particular things that we made mention of just now, which is like one of the top five, at the let's say top five of the blockchain we have currently in the world. After, let's say top three, after BTC, we have Ethereum, we have Solana or BNB. I don't know the what's it called? Coin market cap stuff. But Solana is one of the blockchain that is very easy to like onboard people on. So the vision of Solana is the aims to be the world efficient blockchain. Blockchain is very fast, cheap, and easy to use for everyone. As a newbie, self, you can just come on Solana and be like, the transaction are always like straightforward to swap, to send fund outside, to all these things are very cheap, and they are fast, and they are easy to interact with. Like key features now, you see, super fast, very cheap, scalable, decentralized, secure, great for apps. Like there's no apps that you want to create that you cannot build on Solana. So it's very, if you're a developer and you be like, okay, you want to create something, Solana is cool. It's a place that you can actually build, and you enjoy yourself even with the community that you find yourself. So yeah, I don't know if anybody have any question about blockchain that we just spoke about. Is there anybody with question with? Did anybody have question about the blockchain we spoke about?
I actually do not have it for now. I'm around the roadside, so when I get home, I'll pull up some questions.
All right. So now we are in super team. Super team. I'm sure everybody knows what super team is, or somehow you come up, you come across super team and what super team does. So, super team is a community of talented individuals. Super team is a community of talented individuals who comes together to learn, build, and earn in the crypto space. A collective of creative developers and business professionals like etc. 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 So, if you're part of these five major niches, you find your feet in Solana. You should find your way to Solana in your state, in anywhere you are. If you're a graphic designer, if you're a content creator, a developer, a founder, and a content writer, you should find a way to super team, because in super team, the support you need there is not like, it's not from you. It's like top notch. Because as a founder, probably you have an existing project before, you can pivot to Solana. And also, if you don't have a project before and you have an idea that okay, this project is going to bring revenue and traction, the reason for the revenue and traction is that for you as a founder and your team now, so you guys can see revenue to like sustain everybody's life, because most of us are married with 5 kids. So, and also traction, something that everybody is using. So you cannot have traction, you cannot have revenue without traction now. So you can actually get traction without revenue because for free. But you need to have these two things so that okay, the traction will bring revenue and the revenue will bring more traction. So that's it. The mission of Super Team is to identify, support, accelerate the development of adoption of high potential projects within the Solana ecosystem. Um, if you have a project that you feel like yes, this project is going to scale up, is going to bring acceleration to most of these developments, and our daily life also is something that you can actually use. And currently we have some platform on Super Team already that okay, you want to pay bills, you want to load it, you want to load card, airtime, or you want to buy data, you want to pay for your flight, etc. Like on one particular app, you can do it on that particular app. That okay, instead of swapping your crypto to Naira before buying all these things, you can just use your crypto to do all these things direct. That's like a daily thing. Almost all of us do like swap. Like I don't know how everybody do so, but weekly, daily, like that is a thing that you just need to like. Okay, you have $1. Okay, let me just do it to swap 1.5 for Ether. This thing like that. And we have another app that okay, instead of you want to off ramp, you want to off ramp on ramp. Off ramp is when you want to sell. On ramp is when you want to buy, and off ramp is when you want to sell your crypto. So we have a platform that is very very easy for you. See, just pick up your phone, pick up your, go to your this thing, your app there on Solana. Just click on. If you want to off ramp, just pick up the address, send the what's it called? Send the token, the USDC that you want to send to the address. Though you would have linked one or two things together. Like you would have linked your bank account, your address to that platform. So when you just send it, you just have to relax. There's nothing you want to do, and your money just come in. Plum, plum, plum. So like it is a daily thing to use. There's no how this project will not get traction, and at the end of the day, they will be getting revenue also. So these are kind of projects, and there are DeFi projects also. There are GameFi. There are a lot of projects that you can actually build. If you just have any project, just let's join Super Team in your state. We are in over 30 states in Nigeria, so you can easily find us. So just join your state and tell the state mod or the developer or the person that you meet about your project, and from there you guys can know one or two things. So the vision is to create a world where individuals can be founders, investors, and contributors simultaneously. Like, okay, probably if you don't have any talent now, you can be like, I mean, you don't have any talent like writing, like content creating, but not all of us can actually face screen. You don't have talent like all those ones that I mentioned, but you have idea that this project is going to cook, like it's going to make sense. can bring the projects, automatically you become a founder when they start doing this stuff. You're always just to be positioned, be ready to talk about the project, be ready to look for investors, be ready to pitch your project out. If you become a founder, you just need to, all those things together. So that's it about the mission and vision. Let's move to, okay. So part of the things that you get in the super team is the talent networking matching and matching. You connect with people that are skilled, like professional people that are there already, that they know they know the onions, they know how to slice the onions. So you get this kind of bond, a level ground with them that okay, yeah, I'm super team member, and you guys will just discuss about one or two things, share ideas, and you can learn from them. Like, like you can actually learn from them like for free, or depending on how you guys talked about, but you can learn for free from them. They put you through one or two things, they explain a lot of things to you. And also we have grant and bounties. So the grant is going to come in this way that okay, if your project is making sense, if you're a content creator or a writer or graphic designer, or you have a project and you're putting the effort and they see the effort that okay, yeah, this guy is actually putting the effort. They can be like, yeah, okay, there's this grant to support your journey to like upskill yourself, get the necessary gigs that you need for this content creating, or take this grant, use it to support your project so that the production can be faster. And we know how startups start in Nigeria. It's not like startup does not start with big money. No, you need to also your way up and that kind of stuff. So all these things are actually things that you actually put together to put yourself. That's where the grants comes in. The bounty. Okay, you're a graphic designer and you feel like you feel like you are free today or something like that. Instead of just saying I just go to our super team and I'll drop the link soon. So go to super team in platform. I think superteamin.com or something like that. You search for your niche there and you see the bounties that are there. You do you see the information there about description, what they want you guys to do about the graphics or the writing or the content creating. You see everything, all the details there, and you participate. And at the end of the day, the project we pick who is the winner and so on. So they know who. That's how they pick the winner. But you just have to put it 100%. Education and knowledge sharing. In super team, they host. I was saying earlier that we are in 30 states, more than 30 states in Nigeria out of 36. So almost every state hosts a particular class one time. Like they host classes, like they host anything. So before you see a state is hosting one writing workshop, a state is hosting graphics design workshop. Like they host like now and then. So it is a thing when you're in super team, when you have the talent or you are looking a way to like get a talent, a niche to stay with. All this educational content and workshop are there for you to just open. The only thing it's going to cost you is going to cost you your data, your phone, and your time just to learn from the people that are doing well in the space already. So it's not like you are learning from somebody that is just upcoming. So, and also, yeah, in super team is also a long run, you learn how to build community, how to support community, how to support people. You you can be active, and at the end of the day, one project founder will just be like, come and be my co-founder. It is a community where anything can happen. Anything can happen. So you just have to position yourself, be there, be active, let them know that okay, this is what you do, and build in the open. In super team, we support build in the open. If you are a developer and you are making anything and you saw a bug, post about the bug. Let them know that okay, this is bug and you've tackled it, and this is why how you were able to do it. Like all these things are necessary. The little things. If you're a graphic designer and you're doing a graphics, like the before, you should post the before and the after of the graphics. people will come like, be like, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. He's being onions. So that kind of thing. And accelerating ecosystem growth by empowering builders and projects, supporting directly contribute to the expansion and replacement of the entire ecosystem, Solana ecosystem. So when it comes to this particular one, I think we talked about it another grant. So as a super team, okay, if your project, if you're building a project, forget it. Like forget it. Your first 100 customers, they're from super team already. Like they are there waiting for you to just finish your building. People will use it in Nigeria alone. I think we have up to like 20,000 plus members in super team. So imagine just 1% of this 20,000 uses your product. You have proof of work. You already have proof of work. You'd be like, yeah, my project did, my project did. So that's one of the advantages in joining the super team and building on Solana. So I already talked about this ones. For builders and innovation, find project, discover bounties, job opportunities to contribute to Solana projects, connect and collaborate. If you're a graphic designer and you know somebody that is a writer, you guys can collaborate and do bounties. And at the end of the day, depending on you, the percentage you guys discuss about, you guys can do 50-50, 70-30, depending on how you guys talked about it. And also for Solana project, you have access to top projects. Like, as super team member, you can actually interact with somebody in India that has project also. You guys to communicate, learn from them, or collaborate. Like it is, super team is wide. Very, very wide. So as a content also, yeah, I already talked about this. Oops, this slide has ended. So that's it. Little in currently in Nigeria we have I think we have two play games GameFi, which still in the building. But trust me, it's a play to earn. You play and you earn one or two. The native token or something or Solana something like that. So all these things are like places that you should find yourself. Super Team is a place where you should find yourself. The opportunities are much. So that's the end of my slide and question and answer. I don't know if anybody has a question. I'll be here to answer your question. Thank you guys.
All right, Mr. Alex.
To...
Okay, thank you very much for the insightful session. I really do appreciate, and it was very very elaborate, and it even covered. I think I got to know today now that because I was asking the other time. I think you are very much familiar with Yoruba language now. Mama mix it point. So it's been a while I've been hearing about Solana stuff and stuff like that. Like I even do see that I think they do come to our campus and they will distribute all these mix like first and all these bottles and so. I just got to know this evening that they are actually more or less like I think they are saying that from what I saw on the slide, because I was about going outside when you were in that part. I think you said they are promoting like one of the promoters of blockchain also. Like it's more or less like, or would I put it in this context? Maybe you said blockchain is more or less like a centralized platform for all or let me say all various businesses and including banks and I don't know if I get that part very well because I was on the move at that time. So I was thinking that okay, let's just assume that we can say blockchain is more or less like a network provider now. So we can say Solana is like MTN. They will have other people that are some kind of Airtels and stuff like that. I think I'm correct, right? Because I think it's more or less like you said they are an offset of blockchain from what I can deduce from what you said. I hope that's right.
There are a lot of blockchain. You can actually use the example also, like like MTN, Airtel, and etc. Like we have a lot of network provider also. That's why we have a lot of blockchains, like different blockchains solving different issues also.
That's great. I actually have, yeah, honestly, I just got to, so I would have penned down like 3 or 4 questions and, I put it to you at the time. But I think the most recent one that I got from here, like from what you said last, you mentioned this bounty and I think bounties and in terms of the advantages of joining super team or maybe or participating in your programs also. You said the designer and the writer can collaborate together to carry out a particular task or project and they are good at what they do, sha, they can be able to earn something or two. So I want to ask that, we actually have a surface discussion regarding this, I think last year, December, when we met then during Affairs Week. And I was asking that, as a writer, what are the prospects in me joining super team and there are some other things like that. So I just want to know, is it that there are particular times where we can, it's more or less like if let me put it as, I try to I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
That's fine.
I can
So
hear
I often
you.
try to put it in
Okay.
a more okay. I often try to put my examples in from the perspective from which I understand it. So I think it's more or less like, let me say Super Team is more or less like a freelance platform now, whereby you can, come ahead and source for maybe a particular task or a particular job that you can carry out as a designer, as a writer, as a content creator, as any other thing. So what I'm just trying to ask in essence is that, is it that super team always have like maybe from now till then you always have particular task or project to carry out that I can just come at any time? Currently I'm writing exams and I may not have, even if I have something to do at this time, I may not have the time to be able to carry out. So let's just assume that by next month I'll be free. Then can I just pop up to like, come up to Super Team NG and find the particular task and that me and the designer can collaborate on and execute, or there are some specific times. Maybe there is a particular time in the month, maybe by the end of the month, or maybe once in every quarter, or maybe once in 6 months. Those are the times you have all these gigs and bounties that you want to reel out. And also, is it that maybe I have to be a member before I can carry out all these things, like all these boundaries and gigs and so. So I would want you to explain that part because, like I said, I would have up to like ordinarily I should have up to like 5 or 6 questions, but I was on the move for most of the conversations here, so I couldn't really put some things down. So I hope you can help me clarify that part, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So, Super Team A, Super Team is a community on its own. Super Team is a community on its own. So, in Super Team, these niches that I made mention, the graphics, writer, content creator, it's not like you do it and get paid at the same time, like ASAP. So it's just like making proof of work and also preparing for what is coming on. So that was how they introduced Super Team A. If you go there today, you see a new tax, a new bounty listed. If you come tomorrow, you are going to see another new bounty listed, like so on, so on. And all these bounty, they have duration. Some bounties are listed for 15 days, so you cannot do it today. My command actually did one video recently. So, and when we were talking, it was like he has not edited the video, and the deadline is like tomorrow. So you can actually participate in all this bounty. But the problem is just that this bounty, they have requirements. Some of them be like, okay, yeah, your engagements must have a quite some some numbers like the likes, the retweet, and etc. Because most of them they do it with Twitter, so they ask you to post on Twitter. Like if you're a writer, you post on Twitter. If you're a designer, too, you post on Twitter. So they ask you to post on Twitter and get engagement on your post. So there's no time that you go to Spartan in that you won't find 1 or 2 things to write about or to design about. There is always tasks there. It's you that you pick the one that you want to do because you cannot even do everything self. And there are some that okay, the prices are just different. Some are listed. First position will be taking 200, and some are listed. First position will be taking like 1,000. So it is like it depends on the project that is listing. But every day that you go there, you meet projects, you meet bounty that you can participate in. I hope I answered the question.
Yeah, yeah. All right. That's great. Thank you very much. I think I did on a normal day. I only I want to have like 4 or 5 questions here, but I'm trying to share recollect all what you said. So regarding the tapping, mining, and every other thing like that that you mentioned the other time, you said there are also prospects there too. Our conversation is actually centered around the prospect and possibilities in tech. So I want to ask, even if I'm not a fan of tapping my screen every time trying to earn Kingdom Pay, I try to earn coins. Or there are different names that they tend to attach to different coins. We might have the Shipai coin, Lini, Katuni Milo. I think they tend to have. I think there was a time too that the video was like he's having a coin and Trump was having a coin, and they tend to come around and they disappear at times to tell and you know. So I'm just trying to say that do you how can you how do I put it safe? Like, what are some ways that because me primarily, I would say my own major specific area, although I'm trying to see if I can diverge into other aspects as well and try some other new things out because I've been writing for years now, more than 4 or 5 years, like particularly getting paid since that time. So for my writing work and so, but I'm trying to see that maybe if I can try other things because it's not every time too that everybody will be looking for writers and there are niches, there are various niches in writing apart from tech and fashion and every other thing. So in terms of all these mining, because I see that they always have their own season too. Because actually dollar not seem like actually catching my book. There's another coin in town that people are earning from. They are getting maybe $2, $3 after the whole tapping thing. So as a writer from just see it from the perspective of the writer that okay, maybe when there's this particular thing that comes out, though I'm not trying to centralize this question to your own niche. I know it's more or less like an extension of what you do also. Maybe I don't know if it is part of all this mining thing actually. Maybe it's part of what super team does, but I'm just trying to gain knowledge from your own end. So when it is that all these all this tap stuff comes out, is there some particular thing that I can do as a writer that I can tend to benefit without having to tap my screen and do all this the random casual thing? So is there some things that I can do? That's just the let me see, that's the question. As a writer, in terms of writing, in the writing aspect.
Okay. What I'm going to say is that in when it comes to this Web3, there are a lot of ways that you can actually aim from. There are a lot of ways you can actually aim from this Web3, and as a everybody is doing. See, let me put it like this. It's just like it's just like it's just like in Web2, you are doing real estate, but you have shop that they sell spare parts, and also you have one business at home too that they are doing. So it's not like you focusing on one direction. But as a writer, a player is doing, as you said the other time, everything has seasons. So the season of tap is gone. Now we are doing retroactive, retroactive and infofy. Retroactive is when you put certain money in one by in a project, and at the end of the day, they reward you because you put money there or you do some interaction with their projects. So that's retroactive. Or you stake just like you put money in OPay for a certain period of time. They give you ROI and they reward you for using their platform. So apart from those two, there is this thing too they do. Um, the info file is when you post about project on Twitter. So they call the thing mind share. So out of 100, you get like the whole world will be sharing out of that 100%. So the more you post and the more engagement you get, the more your mind share. And recently, sir, the people that used to do, you cannot do everything. You just have to pick your own and do. So the people that are doing, like as at last 2 weeks or so, most of them got 2K, 5K, depending on how they might share. I mean, 5K does like ETC, etc., like that. So depending on how the engagement they got, as a writer, you can involve yourself in that info file. I think it's still on. It's still on. I think what's it called? Just search for Kiaito. Let me type here. Kaito. Kaito. So on Twitter, so when you search for it, you see and you see more details about it. You can just start. The Kaito is just like a platform where other projects comes to and be like they have certain amount for people that promote them. So you write about them like on daily basis and engage other people and people engage your own too. So at the end of the day, when the period is over, they they tend to reward people that really push them with good content. So that's it for writers that you can actually jump on, and you can also partner with graphic designer in case you are not really good with graphics. But the tap era is one, like for now.
All right, that's okay. Okay. All right, that's fine. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you for your time. Thank you very much. I don't know if other I don't know if other participants. I think we have like three viewers on YouTube or so, but I don't know if those people are going to tap their questions in the comment section or so. So then, as well as other participants here, including our esteemed speakers too. I don't know if anyone has question before I call up the other speaker to have his own session. All right, since I think there is no question for now, then let me go to the next speaker then. Mr. Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. Thank you very much for your time. I really do appreciate once again, and I really do appreciate like for giving us your time and you know making some explanations. At least, like I said, I'm also a student here. Even if our colleagues and our fiasco teacher, if they don't turn up in their numbers as the president too, I can also learn. I can also learn too as well. So and I can say very much that I've learned even more than one or two things here. So thank you very much, sir. So Mr. K, Mr. Muso, Oga Standard, I hope you are still here with us, sir. Mr. Standard.
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here.
That's great. I hope you
But
also enjoyed the Mr. Alex session. Okay, Paragon. All right. K, Mr. K, so you have the floor, sir. You
Um,
have the floor to take
Good
this.
evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Am I audible enough?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are. You are.
All right.
You are.
So, thank you very much for having me on tonight's space. So, I'm sorry, my voice might be somehow. I just I'm just getting off malaria and stuff, so my voice might not be too clear. But yeah, let's deep into it. So tonight, on my own session,
C plus.
I'll be talking about forex. So
Mr. Alex, sorry. Mr. Alex, please
okay,
mute your mic. Mr. Alex. Call me Alex. Sorry, K, please hold on.
all right, no problem.
He has muted his mic now. Okay. Standard, please mute your mic to standard.
Please send me to mute it. I don't know, my
All right,
system is just.
okay.
Okay,
I have. Yeah, K, you
so
can continue.
all right. So speaking about forex, basically the forex is like it comes from two words: foreign and exchange. Uh, so foreign is the first word, and then exchange is the other word. So what does foreign exchange really means? Foreign exchange in the actual sense is like it's like trading. It's not even like trading, it is trading. It is trading where you exchange currency of countries alike, different countries of the world. Exchanging currency, coming to a common market, a common global market where we can trade currencies, where we can buy, where we can sell different currencies of the world. The world is so the whole world is the countries in the world is so interlinked, and everything is intertwined that we cannot live without each other. We cannot survive without each other. We have needs and necessities. We have needs for each other. So basically in Forex, what we do is we trade currencies of different countries. Now, there are some currencies that's been traded. Some are, while some are very, very much people are familiar with them. Some are not too very familiar like that. So part of the currency, we have the United States dollar, that is the US dollar. That's what is very common around here. Then we have the euro. Euro is like the European countries' currencies. And then we have the JPY, that's the Japanese yen. Yen is spent in Japan. You have the NCD, that's the New Zealand dollars. You have the CAD, the Canadian dollar. The essence and the idea of this currency is that currencies are like, they are a peculiarity, they are peculiar to certain countries. Each country has its own currency. Like the Nigeria now, we have the Nigerian naira. So on a global stage, the foreign exchange is a market where the major player in this forex is, they are the banks. The banks are the major players. They are the major traders. Whatever happens in the foreign exchange market is solely controlled by the banks. And there are some factors that determines the actions of the banks. Parts of these factors are: one, uh, economic occurrence. Economic occurrence, they are like news, which I will still dive into as I continue this presentation. So these economic occurrence, they tend to affect whether the currency of a country will go up or whether it will come down, or it will crash. Let me use that professional term. So now, what does forex entail? For people like myself, uh, like I said, the banks are the major players. Take it or you leave it. People like myself who trade by the side, regardless of the capital that you are trading, or how much funds you have access to, you are still a retail trader. So who is a retail trader? A retail trader is someone who trades, is someone other than the bank, who does our forex trading. Other than the bank, every other trader is a retail trader, regardless of how much capital you are coming into, regardless of how much fund you have access to. You are still regarded as a retail trader. Now, let's talk about liquidity. Liquidity in foreign exchange means money. The foreign exchange market is the most liquid market in the world, with about $5 trillion in liquidity flowing in and out of the market each day. So it's a crazy market where you can easily lose yourself. You can imagine if you are playing around a market where everybody is playing around with about $5 trillion. There's nobody that is as rich as that in the whole wide world. But that's the truth. It is the most liquid market, such that the money is available. Every now and then it is available. And fun fact, the foreign exchange market is opened 5 days a week. 5 days a week, 24 hours each day. So it works from Monday to Friday. It works around the clock. It works around the clock. 24 hours per day from Monday to Friday. Only the market is not working on Saturday rather, Saturdays and Sunday. Any other day aside from this, you are always uh free to go into, especially the currency pair uh market. You're always free to go in and trade. Now, uh excuse me, what does it take to start foreign exchange, as start trading as a foreign exchange trader? As students, uh, and like minds. Yeah. To start trading forex, uh, I used to, when I'm speaking about this thing, I'm very conscious. I'm very much conscious because most times when you see people new newbie, let me put it like that, newbie trying to come into the foreign exchange market, they come with the idea that there's someone somewhere that would help them. And you see, like they would say, all is fair in love and war. Most of the people that we see on YouTube, that we see on Twitter, X, they are just there to make their own money too. So when the question now arises that what do I need to go into forex trading? The number one thing you need is your phone. Simply put, you need a phone and access to the internet. And then the most important thing that you need is a broker. You need a broker. And who is a broker? A broker is just a company. It's a company that provides you with liquidity. Like I said earlier, the liquidity of the forex market is about $5 trillion a day. So think about it. How much are you bringing to the table? $100? No, 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 no. So it's like a broker is a company. They give you access to liquidity with little funds. They give you access. You bring some funds, yeah, and then they give you an exposure or a channel to the market. They allow you to access and partake in the market with your little funds. They give you exposure that you need, the channel that you need to take part in the foreign exchange. Now, after if you are able to register with a broker, there are few known brokers, a lot of brokers out there, but for me, there are some that while some are very dubious, some are very they live up to the standard. And for now, I can vouch for two brokers, a Naira broker, which is Edway Corporation, and a dollar and naira broker too, Xness. Xness is one of the biggest brokers you will have around here. They have been here for a long time, and yeah, they are doing the nice and the great work. Now, so what happens around these country currencies? Let's pair the Nigerian dollar with the US dollar. Today, as of today, if I'm not mistaken, a dollar is around 1,500 naira. And this has been so for quite a long time now. It's even is a little bit of some bits of naira above 1.5, but that is not where I'm going. What I'm now trying to look out is that now, how does you as a retail trader, how does myself as a retail trader get to make money around the fluctuation of price? When for some time, the naira to dollar rate used to be like 300 naira per dollar, 700. Then we get to find ourselves at this point. Uh, when you do two things in the market, is either you are buying or you are selling. What are we buying? What are we selling? We are buying and selling currency pairs. We are buying and selling currency pairs. You cannot trade a currency in isolation. That is why we have the base currency and the coach currency. These currencies are always matched together. They're always matched together. So if you have in Nigerian naira now, you have the US dollar. So that the US dollar is like the principal currency, it is the quote currency, while the Nigerian naira is the base currency. So when are we buying? When you know that the price of a currency will increase, you buy. When you know that, okay, now take for example now, the Nigerian naira to US dollar now is like 1.5. If you know that it is going to reach, if you are able to predict that it is going to reach 1,600 naira, you buy. So as much as you are buying, as much as the currency pair is increasing, is going up, you are making profits through your broker. Now, if you know that the price will reduce, you sell. When you know that the price will go down, you sell. You can buy and sell simultaneously. That is called hedging. Uh, uh, There's a trading term called hedging. That's when you are buying and you are selling at the same time, trying to navigate the 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 speed and all of that, so that either way you are making profit. But hedging is not really a profitable venture. Now, I've been able to establish now that in forex you do two things: you are buying and you are selling. You are buying currency pair, you are selling currency pair. And let me put this layman's term: you buy when you know the price will go up, and you sell when you know that the price will go down or it will reduce. Now, how do you know when price will go up or when price will go down? So that's a very important question. When will you buy and when will you sell? That comes to prediction. And it is not prediction is like this is the point where people get to mix forex with gambling. Some people, there's no way you'd explain to them. They would always argue that foreign exchange equates or equals to gambling. Well, that's a fallacy actually. So you know when to buy, excuse me, and when to sell through two ways, two known ways. There's what we call technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Technical analysis and fundamental analysis. So let me speak about fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis are like they are events that surrounds a country's currency. What are the things that surround the Nigerian currency? The first thing is paying of backlogs debts. This has been what the the CB this CBN president has been doing, Mr. Cardoso. They have been trying to like pay backlogs, trying to strengthen the naira and all of that. So things like that, paying backlogs, the number of Nigerian people who are into agriculture. These are economic statistics. Those are fundamental data that affect the currency of a country. So the analysis of this fundamental data to make uh, trading decisions, that is what we call fundamental analysis. So simply put, fundamental analysis is the analysis of economic data for fundamental economic data to make trading decisions. That's fundamental analysis. And part of the most important fundamental data that we have in the whole world is the NFP, the non-farm payroll. The non-farm payroll is usually released by the US government every first Friday of the month. This number is like the unemployment rate of the US. It contains the number of the the US citizens who are not working in the farming sector, who are not working in the agricultural sector. And this affects the US currency. Why? Because it might look rosy, but the United States too is in debt. United States too is in debt. So the number of people who are not working in the agricultural sector, these are people that are directly dependent on the government. And as much as they are dependent on the government, they also pay taxes to the government. So this economic data that is being released by the United States government every first Friday of the month, it affects the volatility, it affects the behavior, it affects the strength, it determines the strength or the weakness of the US dollar every month. Now, another one is consumer price index, the CPI. The CPI is also another very important, very important economic data. Now, the second part of the analysis, which is technical analysis. Technical analysis is price action. There are charts. Let me see if I can open charts on my phone and share my screen. I'm coming. Let me try to share my screen for some time. I'm using my phone. Please, can you see my screen? Mr.
Yes, yes.
Aderomi.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
Okay,
sure, sure.
okay, thank you. So this is the charts. These are candlesticks that I'm coming. Let me coming. Let me delete everything I've got here. So this is the chart. This chart is showing price actions, showing how price is moving, how price is ticking. As you can see, the market is still very much open. Uh, yeah. So these candlesticks they are showing price action, how price is moving against each other. So that's the charts or the candlestick is the footprint of the market. Now, to what I'm trying to explain is that technical analysis is you now trying to analyze uh trying to analyze how price is moving, putting some factors into considerations. There are different school of thoughts when it comes to technical analysis. There is the ICT model, there's use of Malaysian support and resistance, there's demand and supply, and a whole lot of other school of thoughts when it comes to technical analysis. So now to the idea of what we are trying to do today. How does this old jargons, let me put it like that, how does this old jargons now brings an opportunity to us as students, as trying to find your feet, trying to see the expenses in schools and all of that, trying to like have an extra source of income, something doing aside the degree and all of that nonsense. Now, that is where there are two ways that you can come in to make money in this space. The very first one is you can use your personal fund. You can fund using personal funds, and these personal funds might be from your savings, from loans, although it's not advisable that you take loan to trade, from families and friends and all of that. So you can use personal funds through your broker as with as little as 2,000 naira. You can start trading. You can start trading the foreign exchange market, and you can also come in through the prop firms. So the prop firms are. Yes, Farah. Please excuse me for a minute, please.
All right. Uh,
Now, so please, are we still here? Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I
yes, we
can hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, I've spoken about personal funding. Can come into the trading space with your own personal funds, and also through the prop firms. So, prop firms are proprietary firms that they give you capital, they give you access to capital, while at the end of the trading and all of that, they take a percentage of your profits. They can give you like 80% of the profits made, and they take like 20% of the profits made. So that's what prop firm does. And sincerely, as a matter of fact, we have firms who can fund people up to $1 million for the foreign exchange market, but it comes at a price. You have to prove that you are a qualified and an experienced trader before you have access to this type of funds from proprietary firms. So that is my that is my time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Key. I can see that you are. I was even trying to, we are used to each other already, but this is an official call. So, but I was going to ask that I saw that you had like, is it not 10% or so on your device? So I was thinking that would you be able to spend up to an hour on the call? So I actually have some questions to have before, like I wanted to ask to Jari. But you've covered some part because I was going to ask before, now as per our students, we really don't have much like that to start trading on on full scale. So I was going to ask before that, can we just maybe something like 1K, 2K or 3K like that to trade? And I think you've mentioned that part that okay, we can start trading with 2000. And I think the question I will now ask now is that I think there was a time I was going through all these trading apps, so I can't really remember the name like that. So I think what popped up then, I was kind of interested in oil stuff then, but your oil, oil is coming up, oil is coming down, like all those periods. Yeah. So I was going through the app and I saw that you can actually trade Brent, is it Brent crude or so? But there are two crude oils, I think Western Texas, WTA, and then Brent crude that we are using here in Nigeria. So, but when I saw the price, then I think is it a barrel? Maybe it was a barrel or a unit. I think it was around $85 or maybe seven. Okay, I think it was selling around $75 then. So I was not like, I want to see $75 where I want you straight there and print. So, you are more experienced in this part actually. So, is there some other things? Though you've mentioned that you can trade with as low as 2K, but that would be, is it that you can trade some literally two materials, or I really don't still understand that. But like apart from crude oil and normal things that we exchange within among countries, rather, are there some things like, can you be specific on some things we can trade, or is it just where mama exchange or unique on your picking? So I want you to explain that part before you.
Thank you very much. Aside the oil and everything, you can also trade currency pairs. You can trade currency pairs, and it is very it's it's based on brokers and what they are offering. What they are offering. You, if you want to look up brokers where you can trade, you can trade gold. Uh, you can trade outside currency pairs now. You can trade gold, you can trade silver, you can trade oil, you can trade Brent, and you can check brokers like FBS, XNES, and yeah, these are companies uh that give you access to some of these commodities. You can even trade cocoa. So yeah, it's very much possible.
I think that cocoa is very much appealing because that's a local product, and unlike gold and silver, that one will be very costly also. I think cocoa can still be minimal to trade with and start with. So one last question before you leave. So you mentioned at the beginning of your call that foreign exchange market is only open from Mondays to Fridays. So actually I want to ask, this one is not really a formal question like that, yeah. Is it related to our banking system? I mean, is foreign exchange related to our banking system? Because I think most banks also tend to work from Monday to Friday. Although you've mentioned that banks are involved in forex, like in forex trading and all other sort like that. But can you just like, can you ascribe both together? Can you pair both together or correlate both together? That because is it because of pay currency business weekend, like we are one foreign exchange in weekend, the bank was open. So the second question related to that is that, as a student, we get occupied during the week. You are very much familiar that from Mondays to Fridays, we are mostly going to be on campus. We have classes, we have lectures, and might even have some tests and exam at the period. So, and since there is not going to be an avenue for us to trade on Saturdays and Sundays, that is meant to be a relaxing time and a free time for us as students. So, how is it that you can manage it? Like, how can you manage your time, or are there some specific times that you can, maybe around 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. at night after you are done with the day's work? Can you still trade around that period as per student? Use the day for studying, then can you use night for trading? So that's just the two questions I think I have here from my end. Then that's just all.
Thank you very much. Uh, the first question, like the banks are directly, they are the direct player in this, and the fact that the market opens from Monday to Friday, and the bank also does that too physically, the physical bank does that too, is but is like is in hand. And even on days that are public holidays, and by public holidays I don't mean the ones that are peculiar to Nigeria, the world public holidays, yes, the when banks are not working, when the world strong bank are not working, yeah, the market does not also works. It's very slow and it doesn't move because it is these banks that provides the liquidity. And the second question, bringing trading into term like students and all of that, that's why the market is open 24 hours per day from Monday to Friday, 24 hours. So you can trade anytime that you find appropriate for yourself. It is a very free space. It is a very free space where you can trade anytime you find appropriate with yourself, something that resonates with you and your time and your schedule. So thank you. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it actually does. It actually. Thank you very much, and thank you. So I think that was all from my end, and I don't know if any other person on the call has a question for Keith. Mr. Alex and Mr. Standard, is there any question for me?
No question from my side.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. I think you have even left the meeting. Phone net here. So, Mr. Standard, you have the floor. I think most likely we might finish before 9. So, I think that will still be kind of fair to us too. So, I've been learning so far, at least, but in the business been made, by Web3, and then I can, if I have extra 2K at times, instead of send the someone more, I can just tip it into Cocoa and, maybe use it to trade or something. Yeah. But yeah, all this let me have your own let's have your own session so that we can also learn one or two. I think someone is still very much active on YouTube that is also watching, and I think there were three at the time and two and so. So but I think we have other audience apart from those that are here currently. So Mr. Standard, you have the floor, sir.
All right, thank you so much. I want to join from my system, even though it's very, very low.
Okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
So, if you can hear me, please let me know. If you can see my screen too, please let me know. So that, all right, thank you so much. So, my topic is not very hard. So, I've been enjoying myself from the beginning of the space. So, these current points, and you can say our guys on this call are more like very, very sharp people, and what we have been discussing, more like as Mr. Alex said, the crypto space is very, very buoyant. A lot is going on. If you don't know how to find your way around, you just get lost. For Mr. Kinitu, you made mention of trading. I was once a forex trader, but then loss make me stop. But we can just yeah, it's more like more learning, because if you say we should back, we should stop trying, that's when we become a loser. If we keep trying, even though we are winning, even though we are losing, at least we are trying. One day we get our hand on it. So yeah, my point will be on tech space. What are the prospects and then what are the possibilities? There's a lot of this fancy. There's a lot of this talk, this noise. Oh, tech, tech and that. Uh, I would say to some extent, there's money in tech and there's no money in tech. So it's not grappling on what type of tech are you doing, what's your own focus, and what do you have to offer in this tech space, so that the kind of things we are hearing about our tech and then what people are saying is more like different entirely. Uh, when you hear about tech, what are the roles? What are the possibilities? Now, when we are talking about tech roles, when we are talking about technology, we are talking about a skills that can be transferable in the digital space. I mean, skills that you can do it from digitally, skills that require you to make use of digital platform to do it. For example, someone that is into someone that is into a organizer will not say that one is into tech because it's more like a physical one. Mafetaya, so then when we are talking about tech, we are talking about skills that you use digital to perform it. For example, when we are talking about a graphic design, I mean a brand designer, we are talking about someone that use system, they use apps to make pictures, and they make pictures, they make content into something that is presentable. Like right here, tech is exciting and full of possibilities. We can create a solution that can change life. The kind of solution that we want to do, as the world is changing towards digital age. And sometimes to come that we will be moving more than digital age, that we are going to go to hyper digital age. Now we are in digital age. So everything will become to hyper digital age, now that we are calling it an AI age. Now AI age will be more like, oh, a lot of people are losing jobs. No, people are not going to be losing jobs in tech. It's just going to be like, so people are going to lose jobs to someone that is tech oriented, that is using AI to perform his work. So when we are talking about technology, we are talking about the power to connect people around the world. We are talking about makes life easier with tools like apps and AI. We are talking about solving big problems from education to healthcare, to service delivery, to banking, to forest, and a lot of these things, to making money. The power that techs have go beyond what we are saying now. Now, we can say to some extent that Elon Musk is a tech inclined person. Tesla, he makes car, and not just car, he makes car that can self-drive itself. So he combine tech with engineering, make it easier for people to buy. And then people will like, oh, that means something can drive me. Can leave this car driving. These are the things that should be a motivation, and then we should see this in as the power that tech can create. Look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk is making use of Facebook. And recently I did the second richest, even though someone already overthrown me as the second richest. But then we can see that even the person that overthrown him, he was a tech person. So we can see that the kind of power that tech have, it's go beyond what we can see now, go beyond what people are saying. And this is what brings back to our question, the prospect and possibilities. People are not seeing that prospect. We are not seeing the possibilities. We are not seeing the power in technology that we are making use of. Let me wind. What are the tech tools? One of the things that we should focus on is, when we are trying to get tech tools, we need to focus on what can I do? What is my own quality? I mean, this is my quality. What is it on? These are the things that can allow us to be able to thrive more in tech. When we are trying to we are trying to learn a skills that does not fit our personalities, it's very, very hard for us to thrive in it, because the skills does not fit our personalities. So we'll be limiting the capacity of what we can do because it's not fitting our capacity as who we are. Someone that don't talk to people and they said they want to do product manager. How? You know, you are someone that used to stay in your you like to stay in your you like to stay in your angle. You don't even talk to people. How do you want to do a product manager? How do you want to connect with people? How do you want to lead a team? So these are the things that people should look out for. This is my personality. This is myself. What kind of skills can fit these my personalities? Oh, I like to work on different things. Yeah, you can work as an engineer, more like on the front end and back end. Oh, I like to see the beauty of things. You will be very good in brand designer, which is graphic designing. I like to just sit down, study how things are going, then lead people towards the right path. You can be a product manager. So those are the kind of things someone should look out for. This is kind of person I am. You will thrive because the skills you are choosing based on your personality will allow you to thrive in that space. Because if you are not choosing that skills, you will always find it hard to do a lot of things. And in this tech space, there is a need for communication. But still, there is still need that, yes, you can just sit down and start coding and you know your brain is very sharp because you can still remember all these things. Secondly, tech space require your thinking. You know, more like everybody is very creative, but then there are some set of people that thinks, oh, this thing is meant to go like this. Oh, I'm thinking on this problem. You know, they said solve big problem. The this is what I'm saying out. And if I do these things, I can get money. Someone decide one day and they feel like I can cheat using my system to as a software engineer, as a front-end developer, I can I can make an application that bypass every security, that bypass everything on the system when I'm trying to do interview. And today is making big money. Clearly, CLUE, CLUELY. Clearly, go and search it on on Twitter or on the web. This guy create an app that you can shit on different things. Facebook come up. Oh, people can interact. People can talk. We can talk in a group of friends. That's how Facebook starts from.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr.
Yes, I'm
Hakim.
with you,
Please,
sir.
can you put that name on the chat box? The name of what you
Okay.
mentioned just now, so that I can
Okay.
get it very.
All right. So, because I have to leave this space. Sorry. Okay. So, so WhatsApp. Do you know how WhatsApp starts from? WhatsApp starts from that I can connect with my friends. I can chat with this my friend. Oh yeah, now let's chat. You know, like so you want to work with Facebook before, but Facebook said, "Oh, there is no space here." And you just come on. Oh, let's exchange message so that people are not seeing it, and that's how WhatsApp starts from. The 2014 WhatsApp was sold at the rate of $14 billion. 14 billion in 2024 in 2014. So there's a lot of problem that surrounds us. Let's come down to Nigeria. Now, when we look at money points come from a point of failure in banks. There's not always money in the ATM. Then someone come, oh, let us make something like this. Let us make something like a machine whereby people are making money. They are collecting charges to make they have their money. They share. They give people the money. You know, this thing is more like there's even the funny thing is there are a lot of problem in Africa. Normal, there is government one that is limiting our capacity. But then there's another problem that we have a lot of problem that need to be solved. And the rate of people that we have that are digitally inclined is low. We can have a lot of people that are using digital products, but that are digitally inclined is very low. And these are the time that we need a lot of problem solvers in the country. people that can use technology to solve problem, which bring about the possibilities in this tech space. Now, all these things are that I've been talking about, or everything comes from the point of your learning, what you have, what you know, what can you give. I, as a product manager, I've worked with different products. Even though I will not say that I'm making that big money, but then I still feel like I'm still limiting myself based on what I'm working on. I still feel like what I have currently is not the full definition of myself, because I still need to keep learning. I still need to get these things done. Now let's talk about the shortcuts in tech. You know, a lot of people are saying that people are making big money. People are making big money. This person is collecting so money. Recently, Mark Zuckerberg is begging someone with $1 billion to just come and work with them in 4 years. That is, in 4 years, I'm going to give you $1 billion in 4 years. That is let's say 200,000, that is let's say 250,000, 250 million every year. That, oh, this is the amount I'm going to give you in 4 years. So you know that the kind of thing this person have, the person is the lead for OpenAI, is the lead for their AI director, is the lead team lead. So you can see that these people are not people that take shortcuts. They see they see opportunities and they hold on to it. They sit down, they commit themselves in learning these things. And one of the things I always preach now is I always preach to people that anything that you want to learn, start it as soon as possible. When your mind comes to it, start learning it. When you already are equal to your personalities, you already equal that, okay, this is the kind of person I am. I can thrive here. Are you the kind of person that you like seeing art? You like creating magics? You like doing a lot of things? Go into software development. Oh, you like seeing fine thing. Oh, this guy is fine. This one fine. This thing fine. Maybe your friend said, "Don't come." This guy is fine. Let me check out. You like it's fine. Go to designing. Oh, you like talking. Oh, you like doing you can talk, you can speak thought. Go to marketing. There is money in sales. There is money in sales. In marketing, business, in product marketing. You like leading people, come to product management. So all these things are something you need to see about yourself and know how to find a balance around it and then build it so that you can thrive early. Because you will not be new to it. It will be something that you know already. Shortcut in tech. Don't rush your learning. Rushing learning makes people deter what they need to know. People always feel like, I need to start making money. I need to start making money. There's a point that you need to build yourself. You need to build yourself to the point of you can thrive in this space. There are a lot of people that are in this tech. India is even more than us. India, there are even billions of Indians that they are doing tech. Billions. Now, there are billions in India. We are 200 million. If a lot of people in India are doing all these things, then what is the look at the kind of space that we are coming to. So if you are not putting enough of time to learn this thing, you will just go in and you come back. People are just lying in this tech space. Yes, they are lying too. But then, because the kind of skills you have is something that is marketable, it's very easy for you to get your way in any place. Don't rush your learning, which is number one. It's very important. Don't rush it. The next part, soft skills. There are a lot of people that this is their own self. They don't even have any soft skills. They don't even know how to talk to anybody. How do you intend to bring yourself outside? They don't even like to, they don't even get that ethical self. That's why you see a lot of people rushing to, because of this small money, let me just do this thing. Also, trying to shoot something that is quick. You know, you are feeling like, my friend is doing graphic design. Let me go and do it too now. My friend is doing PS. Let me go and join him too now. You are not even looking at the lasting time. Can you thrive in these things? When are you going to make that million that you are thinking of making? If you are doing that POS, when do you want to make that million that you want to make? When do you want to start buying cars of $1 million? When do you want to start going to Bahamas? So if you are not seeing all this, you are not seeing that lasting solution with what you have. You are just feeling like, let me just get this one and just leave there. You are not trying to improve yourself so that you can be able to you work and then you go on vacations. All these things are what you need to start seeing. You are trying to pass shortcuts. That's what it means. So look at things and then work your way around. Now, what are the don'ts? Don't rush things. You are trying to create a product, I mean yourself, because in this space, what you are building is yourself. What the knowledge you are getting along the way is yourself. So if you are all in to build it yourself, you are not trying to sit down and know this thing very well, you get issue. Because if you cannot come up with a product by yourself, you cannot come up with a solution to a product by yourself, what is the probability of you joining a team that a lot of people are trying to ice? Now, let me tell you about myself. I am a product manager. I've been working with a lot of startups, and recently we are working on a product, and the product we need front-end developer. We've been getting a lot of front-end developer, and all of them are saying, oh, they are very busy, they're very busy. Startup now, we don't have money. So, and everybody is finding money. All of them want money. I just told my co-founder, Guy Alpha, if you go learn software development, let us go learn business. If I tell you that I've downloaded over 10 gig of a course now on my system, I just need a space for me to sit down and learn it, and we'll get this thing done. Because I speak with a lot of people down there, we need come and pay us. But it's you that you need this idea. You can sit down your system and code this thing. You just need to bring someone, and then be able to join them together and push yourself. You'll be doing the next business that is booming. But to take, don't frustrate people that employ you. There's this thing that they always say. They feel like Nigeria people don't take them on because of so way. They have very bad habits, they don't finish their jobs, they do this, they do that. It's the kind of thing that some set of people that have rushed this stage, that they have give us that kind of name. And now the system is so unfair to everybody. They will tell you are Nigerian, they cannot trust you, they cannot work with you. So if we are not trying to put enough learning into these things, it will not just harm us, it will not see people coming after us, and it will not make the system unfair. And we always find it hard because some people that have watched the stage already give us a bad name, and then the system now reply to that bad name to make it unfair to everybody. So some people have gone before that have made the system very unfair, that is making it very, very hard for us now. So if we that are coming to, we are not going to put enough focus into doing these things. It's very, very nice that you are applying for a job and you tell them that you work on a product that have done over 1 million signing. You've worked on this product, I work with this product, is doing this also numbers, I work on this product, is generating so amount for them. You just want to work because this is your passion. And then you'll be able to focus on what things that matters after. See, tech is sweet, but you just require people that can really do tech. Like some people that are hiding behind tech now. There are some people that they are doing a lot of things. They are doing they are into fraud and a lot of things, and then they are now hiding into tech. They tell that they are into front end, not only that they are doing Yahoo, and then they are using that one to cover face. No, but people that really know these things, you see them building, you see them coding, you see them doing these things that really matters. Thing to consider: test your work to make sure it's reliable. Check, research about what you are doing if it's reliable. Design for real people with real news. Let the product that you are learning, let know that there is a proper, there is this thing is high demand. Also, take time to get it right. This one is very, very important. Get it right. Get it right. It's very, very important. Take time to get this thing right so that you can be able to, yes, can be proud of this thing, that yes, I know these things. I know it very well. Protect user data and be transparent. See, in what you are doing, be transparent. Push yourself outside. Let people know what you are doing. Let people know that yes, I'm building these things. Let people know that I'm learning these things. Oh, today I learned on these things. Tomorrow, this is what I did. 2 days after a month, this is what I was able to get. I can be able to do this. I was able to do this. I was able to do that. Ensure that everybody can use your tech. Build it for people that you know that in coming, it's more like you are seeing the future. Someone that build WhatsApp, know that we need to connect with people. We need to connect with our friends. Everything starts from to go. And from to go, we start chatting with a lot of people on WhatsApp and be like, how? And then soon we start seeing a lot of AI. You can just talk to AI. Let me send so message to so person. And it will get done. Check for bias in tools like AI. AI is now here. There's nothing we can do about it. So check for those things. Know how to get yourself around. Know how to push yourself. It's more like, even when you are feeling like this thing is not hard. There are some people, they will be like, I need a mentor. Use AI for your mentor. AI, what should I focus on? I'm trying to learn this also course. This, I want to commit 2 hours daily to this course. Give me a roadmap that I will take it. Fix this into my give me a roadmap and copy it, go to your calendar on your phone, fix it that this thing should be reminding you what you need to learn daily. If you come to my phone and check my calendar, every 8 o'clock, my phone will remind me that I need to go and study. My phone reminds me that I need to focus on so something. This is what you said you want to focus on. This is what you have. This is the course you are taking. Now, today, I have a Coursera course that I need to go and finish. You will not even forget. I have to go to my calendar and go and do it. Take time to get these things right so that you self will be bold that, yes, I know these things. I know it very well and I can do it. Then a lot of things you can do with what you can do, with what you have, with the skills that you have. And to cap it up, tech is for everybody. It's for everybody. Everybody, and you can make use of anything you have. I mean anything. Oh, you are saying that you want to start designing and you have your phone. Yes, now you can start Canva designing. You can use Canva to make your designing. Or you want to do tech and I don't have system. You don't know cyber cafe. You are a student. You can go to school that you guys have computer training that you can go and be learning time. 1 hour, 30 minutes. You can be using it to focus. When you go to schools, school will tell you, majority of schools are teaching code on papers. They will just send you the material, you write code on papers, and that's how you will learn. So start small, learn and go. Start small. Don't feel like, oh, there's no time. I still have a lot to do. The thing around me is check yourself. This is what I can do. This is my capacity. Check it. Start it. Start meeting people that, I know this person is so front end. Message that person, Egbon, I need so thing, I need so thing, I want to go on so thing. Let them give you, just tell them that, I want to start Egbon, can you just be putting me through? No, these things are something you need. Learn, and then go. Don't just stay at one point, go. And you go by practicing what you are learning, by creating a lot of pictures. You can create a picture. You can create a feature that tell us what is here. More like what AI is doing now. You can create an app that tell us what is written here. Book will tell you what is written here, and will tell you everything. Will tell you the kind of place I am, what I'm doing currently, what is written here. Because something is working there. It's someone that code it. Build with quality. Don't just build some mediocre fixtures. Now everybody is building fintech in Nigeria. Anywhere you go, fintech. This one fintech. This one fintech. Let us make you more money. Because people feel like yes, now there is money in fintech, but there's another money in another space too. Make your research about it, and then build with the quality so that your products will be going head to head with international products. Like clearly that I made mention of. Someone sit down and feel like, oh, we can shit on anybody. And this guy shits on every company that he applied job with. And they gave him employment letter because he created an app that allowed him to shit. And so he start passing, he start acing their product, start acing it. Because he build with quality. Next one, build with fairness. See, quality, fairness, and the future in mind. This is where it makes sense. You know, a lot of people will be like, you are so addicted to TikTok. You'll be like, you are so addicted to checking views. It's because those people build with the future in mind. They know that a time will come whereby we are very tired and we need something to just run away that time. And then we take out our phone, we start checking videos, and we'll keep going like that. They feel like, oh, the time will come whereby people are no more even, they don't even mind. They'll start doing all these things. They need AI to help them to do something. Now AI is helping us to drive. AI is helping us to deliver. Some people are using AI in building a lot of things. You build with fairness, with quality, fairness, and then the future in mind. Because you already have the skills to do it. And just see how yourself are going. You start making product. You know, there's this thing that someone built an app, he sold the app, and he retired. He said, I'm not working again, let me just be relaxing. And the guy is just relaxing. The owner of Twitter before, Jack sold when he immediately sold Twitter, and he first went on to go and play. And he started coding back. Not because he need money, but because now this is his passion to just keep building. Because if you are not putting the energy now, you are not putting that time to learn it now, you will not have time to do that to your passion. You will not be like the old people that are always saying that, come on, there's no money in tech job. Because you are not giving it that time to build. So know your personality, find a skill that fits your personality, then put your attention on it, put yourself to it, and you see how you grow in the skills. So thank you so much. I don't know if I've already used much of time. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to me. If you have any question, I'm available. Sorry, there's no light where I am. I'm in Badon, and light in Badon is more like I can't see it. I left my code for Badon, so that's fine. So in case you have any question, you can hit me up. If it's testing or if it's more like talking. So I'm here with you.
Thank you, Mr. Salah. I suppose you are done with your part, right?
Yes, I'm done.
Sorry, I was trying to check another message on my phone. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate your time, man, as well as call me Alex, Mr. Timidayo, my predecessor, and Mr. Olubenga Damshi. Thank you very much for joining the call, and I really do appreciate. Honestly, the turnout rather, it might not be. Although I expected more than that, though, even if the publicity was kind of late or so. But I think some joined on YouTube when we started initially, and at the time, some left and some others joined. But I was hoping that the house is going to be a very much full. But you know how our people can be to at times. To buy pay with something that I want to give out 5K in cash now for students, then here per person, everybody's going to locate the FIASU president and they are going to reach him to get their own. But stuff like this too. And like I said, when I started the call, I said, even if people join and even if people don't join in mass numbers, I'm also a student. And honestly, from my side, I think I've even learned a lot. Even while I'm still doing exams here, I've also undergone another class today and I've been able to pinpoint one, two, three things from all the speakers that talked tonight. So, being from the blockchain aspect of Mr. Alex, and learning that Solana is actually a part of blockchain. Actually, I've just been hearing that name up until today rather. I just knew the whole concept thing, and so you have also introduced me to is it Dixon Award? I'll still check that though on their page. I mean the Super Team NG page that I can look it up anytime, and find some tasks there to do. So I've been able to learn that, and the session is even recorded as well. So maybe after my exams on Wednesday, I'll go to the whole thing again and pick one or two things from there. So Mr. Standard, I don't know if you are still here, please. I have just a question actually. I think it's just a question that I would have. So I don't know if you are still here.
Yes, I'm still.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So you actually mentioned, I think during your presentation, you mentioned that you downloaded like a 10 GB file, like for your course and you. But the what I'm going to ask is not relating to the size and something like that. But I was just going to know that is how do I say it? Sef? It's something to be willing to learn, and is another thing to be able to find a source for you to learn. As per student, there are limitations in terms of funding. You can have some limitations or but some barriers that may hinder you from getting access to some resources. Because initially my plan was that I think during around last month or so, I was like, if I'm done with exams in July, I actually want to go into software testing. I've been able to over the years, I've been able to have access to pre-market software and work on it like that. So I was thinking that there was this new, is it Tech House or Tech Hub that was opened in Ibadan. So around last month, I was just going through it and I was like, Tony, July, like maybe I'll just use my 6 weeks holiday or Jerry before I start my teaching practice and use that to learn one or two things. When I was going to their pages, and because I was actually impressed with the concept, because I knew the period they launched that place and I saw that what they were going to do is going to really make much of sense. So I think I was checking through their courses, and in terms of software development, QA, I think quality assurance testing and stuff like that. I was thinking 150,000, 200,000, apart from accommodation yourself. So, something like that was more or less like a setback for me. Although I was interested initially, but I was like, me that I do not even have this I'm going to stay in Ibadan. So if I'm going to stay in the house, that's going to be an additional fee for me. So my main question is just that I do you have some site? Because there was a time someone shared a site with me, like a website with me rather. On the usual PC, you can always download on the App Store. Times you have to have your Microsoft account before you can be able to access it. And some are somehow paid like that. I think all this MS Word app and other softwares like that. It has to like it requires some certain subscription because before you can be able to access it. So someone shared me particularly, I think openpc.com also. I can't really remember like that. So those that website actually have a lot of catalogs, like the catalogs of apps that you can access. Some apps that you ordinarily find on App Store. So it's more or less like an alternative to it. So I'm just trying to ask that do you have some maybe you share maybe probably a website that if I want to learn something like to further learn about a course, maybe software development or software testing, apart from the usual Udemy, Coursera, EDX that would require that most times you have to pay. Is there something like that that you can like maybe you can share so that if I just have the time, if it's just for me to use my data to download, I think that would be kind of fair enough.
All right, yeah, thank you so much. One of the thing about tech is it's not easy to learn too. Getting material and uh, getting material to learn and then trying to understand those things is one thing that's very very hard. The material I told you that I downloaded, I saw someone that posted it once. I'm in this tech space, and more like I see a lot of people, and then people talk about it. So I spoke with someone that, oh, I saw you posted something like a link to download some files, more like what you want, you could more like coding and stuff like that. And I said, oh, yes, he posted about it before. Each person is involved in coding, more like a front end and back end. So I asked him, I'm like, okay, no problem. Let me help you get it. And I spoke to him. Maybe I spoke to him. He sent me the links and he told me that, oh, download these things. This is where you download, this is what you download, and get everything done. So it's more like anyone you see that is in this space, connect with the person. talk to this person. Oh, hi, I'm trying to get to do this. I'm trying to get myself around these things. And then the kind of how are you developing? No more like you trying to connect. Text space is more like the connection that you have. Go and check. Everybody is more like connection. This one I recommend this one, I recommend this one. Or this one posted me and I was able to get this person. The first paid job I got in tech, I was recommended by someone. I didn't even the person didn't even do interview for me. He didn't even do interview for me. But because I'm in my final and a lot of things are I'm very, very busy. I'll not be able to give my full attention. I said I'm not doing it. We have to get away. Also, the startup that I'm working with, majority of them are my guys. I work with a fintech. Currently, I'm working on TV Hub. More like educational, blockchain educational platform. And also, Nojibo, I don't know if you know there's a man involved in Nojibo. These are the people that I know that are in my surroundings that have one way or the other meet them and talk. That's why when you see that a lot of people go for tech events, some of them go there to go and make connection. Even someone that's already have name will still go there to go and make connection because they see that this is an avenue for them to uh do a lot, to learn, to meet people that are in this space. And immediately you meet with them, you tell them what you are passing through, and then some of these things are more like you can even send them a good email, send them email, let them know that this is what you are passing through, this is what you need, and you need to get your way around these things. Information, thank you. Information, you need to get those things. When you have that information, it's very hard, it's very easy for you to network, to talk to people about what you need, and then they will be able to give you the kind of solution that you want to it. So for the skills that you want to learn, try and find people that are in that space. Talk to them. How are you doing these things? If I'm having any issue on product management, I know someone that I'm going to meet. This person has worked with a lot of company. I know someone that is working with the company very well, which we are like close. So these are the connection that you create. Now, if anyone is trying to come into product management now, and you know about me, you know, maybe we are like friends. Immediately you have any issue, will come to my DM and I will tell him, oh, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. Oh, this is the course you need to take, this is what you don't need to take. There's one job that I got sack in, and the more like being the team lead, they sacked me because of one of my opinion. I don't know why they sacked me, not the member. So it's more like, and I talked to someone, and the person explained to me that in this space, in this kind of space, you need to be hyperactive. That is the way you are active before, you must be more than what you are doing. That is why. Because if you are more very, very active, you hold some stakeholder that even to sack you very hard for them. Even to sack will be very hard for them because you have already created something for yourself that is very, very hard to overlook. That's those kind of things that you need to do. So find someone in that space, speak to that person, and the person will give you will tell you what to do and what not to do. Can you get? So all right, I hope I was able to answer your question.
Yeah, definitely. You answered it even more perfectly. So I wasn't even thinking that direction. Me, I'm not the connect type. Actually, I really tend to maybe connect to people without meeting them before. Even if I meet people at events, but I'm not this connector. I'm not this person that would always want to connect like that. But like you said, wherever it is that I know within that space, I think I will have to get closer to them, and honestly, I can also get one or two materials too. So thank you very much. Who left the call? I think someone left. Okay, okay, okay. Fine. So thank you very much, Mr. Sand. I really do appreciate. Like I said, I learned from all the speakers that I've talked today, from Mr. Alex to K, then to your own part. I've actually learned that. I really do appreciate your time and presence. Thank you very much. So Mr. DY, before I end the call, Mr. DY and then Mr. Gbenga, I think Mr. Gbenga is going to have his own session tomorrow, this time tomorrow. So I don't know if you have one or two things to say or remarks to make regarding what Mr. Standard has said or what we are having at the moment before I end the call.
Yeah, sorry. Good evening, everybody. Mr. President, can you hear me very well?
Yes, I can. Good evening.
Oh, sorry, I had to join the call very late. I'm not presently in a space where I can actually join the call as early as possible. I'm very, very sure I will be at the call very, very early tomorrow. So sorry about that. Thank you so much. I was able to learn at least the little I joined as well. Gain more experience from what Mr. Matthew was saying. So thank you, sir, for giving us, sharing the ideas and the knowledge with us. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Gbenga. I will be expecting you tomorrow, and I know you will come early. I said, thank you very much. Mr. DY, my predecessor, any comments before I end the call? And Mr. Alex, I hope you are still with us. All right. I think if there is none, then I think this is where we get to call it a day. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, Mr. Matthew, call me Alex, and kid I
Sorry,
was
sorry,
not.
sorry, sorry. Good evening, Mr. President. I was on transit, so please, I'm very sorry. I just want to appreciate you. Good evening, my leaders and everybody. It's quite an interesting. I've been going up and down since. I'm very sorry, but I pay full attention to the presentation, most especially from our Mabel. What's it called? Standard. I was the only what's it called, I was able to listen to, and it was quite an interesting presentation. In fact, I am even making a preparation already of coming. I mean, entering your GM this night for. So it's just quite a very good program, and I really appreciate you all. And Mr. Alex too, I was not able to listen to your own presentation. It's very good having you on the space. And I believe with these programs, with initiatives like this, we can change the narrative and the mindset of the younger. I mean, the youths of nowadays. There's still much to learn. There's still much to unveil. There's still much that we can still lay our hands on. Legitimately, that okay, oh, can be financially buoyant. And I really appreciate the presentation. And I'm very sorry for the what's it called, for not being stable. And thank you so much, Mr. President, for your time, for this idea, for presenting this to us. I learned too much, so many things, so many things. So and I'm fortunate to join this, even with the schedule I'm having presently. And thank you so much, Ben Good, for having you. I can't wait to have you on board tomorrow too. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate your presence. So I know you have a busy schedule, and at least you've been here for, if I'm correct, I think almost for an hour now, and you've been here. So thank you very much, sir. And thank you very much once again, sir. My ogas. I hope I will get to still speak with you more in the DMs and regarding any other update, especially on Super Team and Mr. Standard. I'll see definitely hit your DMs one of these days too. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a good night. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Yeah, good day, Mr. President.
Good night, Mr. President. Thank you so much.